Okay, beautiful people, let's welcome everybody to the room this morning. Welcome everybody. Today we're going to cover freebies. Hey Sage, Catherine Huber, Babam. Everybody, make sure that you follow. Make sure that you follow everybody that's in the room right now. Good morning, Miss Nides. Good morning, Mr. Ballou from Texas. Mindy Mom, I was following you yesterday, Mindy Mom. The great Jermaine Freeman offered you excellent information this morning about digital marketing. I would strongly suggest you to take up on that because Jermaine is a busy man, so he's offering something to you of extreme value. Pizza Man's in the room. Very good. So there is some new people in the audience that have never been here before. And so what I want to tell you is welcome. Tell us who you are and welcome to the broadcast. The other thing that I want to tell you is that you can always see my rebroadcast at catch.me/MarvinLeBlanc. That's katch.me/MarvinLeBlanc. This is a Periscope ShareAthon, and what the ShareAthon means, it's kind of ShareAthon going off the word marathon, is that we have a group of unselfish speakers and givers this morning that have taken their time to share with you their services and their products. And they don't have to do this, guys. They do this because they come from a giving heart and because we're actually a platform of collaborators. If you are interested in becoming a collaborator, then you can go to perry10k.com/app. That's perry10k.com. Go ahead and you can take a picture of this if you'd like with your camera. Keith, welcome. Very good. Make sure that you go and check us out, because the fact is you can grow your business alone, or you can grow the business with the help of others. Now, when I say that, it sounds awfully simple. I can grow it and do it all alone, or I can do it with the help of others. But it's really not that simple, because here's the thing. A lot of people don't play well in the sandboxes with other people. And so if you're not a person that has embraced playing well with others, maybe it's time to, because in this world now, Gary Vaynerchuk calls it the thank you economy. And what we're talking about there is it's an economy of collaborators. It's an economy of you out there right now. You might have a dream. You might have an idea. You might have a silly idea, or at least other people think it's silly. Well, those people probably think it's silly because they may not be a dreamer like you. So what you have to do is associate and collaborate with like-minded people. Otherwise, it's not going to happen for you. Negative people will actually bring you back down to their hole. And when they bring you back into their hole, they're going to eat you up because they have more experience at being negative. Do you get what I'm trying to communicate? So let's get to who I am and what I do and what I can do for you. Would you like to know that? Well, number one, my name is Marvin LeBlanc. Number two, it is a fact that I'm an Amazon best-selling author of a book called Come Hell or High Water, Life Lessons from Hurricane Katrina. So I serve many people in many different formats, meaning there are people that consult with me because they have a dream of writing a book and they don't know where to start. Another part of Marvin LeBlanc is I'm a national member of the National Speakers Association. So I speak all over the nation, and the topics that I specifically speak on all revolve around performance. And what we're talking about in performance is teamwork in the workplace. We're talking about leadership. You could be in a leadership role and you might want to have a coaching call with me on how to lead the people that you are in charge of. Okay. Also, I have been in sales since 1978. I have done approximately 19,630 one-on-one sales interviews and sales conversations. I am an expert in the sales field, meaning that you could be in sales and not actually even know or have ever even looked up the word sales. And so I teach how sales works, and I also teach how sales does not work in the new digital social media world. So you could have questions. Well, Marvin, I'm struggling. I'm in sales, but I get to points where I don't really know where I am in the sales process. I don't know what to say in the sales process. Marvin, can you work with me on the word tracks that I need to use so that people can be responsive to what I'm trying to share? Because you see, in 19,630 interviews, I've also found out what doesn't work, right? Okay, so I kept failing forward, and I kept working on my craft. I kept practicing. I kept going to study groups after study groups. I kept going to speakers like Zig Ziglar, Brian Tracy, Scott McCain, Scott Ginsburg, the great David Newman. These are all people that I know, that I'm friends with, that have helped me. And so what I'm trying to do is pass it on. Because remember, folks, we all drink from wells that we did not dig. We all drink from wells that we did not dig. So here's what I'm going to share with you. My name is Marvin LeBlanc, and quite frankly, if you're on Periscope, you can find me at any social media that you want. Marvin LeBlanc. I have a brand new website. That brand new website is not just a selling website. It's an educational website. There are many downloadable attachments that you can download and you can use. For instance, one of them is called the Entrepreneur's Checklist. You simply go to MarvinLeBlanc.com. There's going to be a little pop-up window, and you're going to say, yes, I want to be involved with getting your stuff. And that Entrepreneur's Checklist is going to save you hundreds of hours if you're trying to start a business and you don't even know where to begin. And when you drink that first cup of coffee in the morning, you don't even know what to be thinking about. Wouldn't it be great if someone like myself, an owner of 3 private companies in 3 completely different industries, can share with you what you should be thinking about? So here's the thing, MarvinLeBlanc.com. You go to the new site. There's free resources there, and there's all kind of unbelievable tools that are waiting for you. Now listen, everybody's offering you some great freebies today. But here's the thing. The freebies don't work for you if you want work. The freebies don't work if you want work, which I'm trying to communicate to you, that you take these free resources that are being shared with you by each of these great speakers, and you actually set an appointment with yourself to sit down and get deep into those resources, and then you decide, hey, I'm going to look at these resources every day until they become a part of my DNA. Otherwise, all you're doing right now is you're getting entertained, but if you don't apply action, it's not going to work. So here's the action step. Number 1, I've already told you there's a library. I've written over 400 blogs. Okay, so there's a library for you already at Marvin LeBlanc. If you go to Marvin at MarvinLeBlanc.com, Mike, you might want to throw this up, or Catherine. Marvin at MarvinLeBlanc.com is my personal email. Marvin at MarvinLeBlanc.com. You go there and say, Marvin, tomorrow, which is April 21st, can I get 20 minutes with you over the phone? And so we'll get on the phone and we'll rock. Where I hang out the most is I hang out with helping salespeople that need to get unstuck. I hang out with entrepreneurs that either have a dream and they haven't started the dream, or they started the dream and they're in debt up to their neck and they don't know what to do next. I also coach people on how to get started and get their manuscript finished for their book. And then obviously, if you have connections, or you might be the connection to a study group or a conference that's coming up, a convention, I do breakout sessions, I do keynotes on these subjects. So let's all look. Oh, look at Sage. Play with Katie K is trying to set up now. Play with Katie K is the next speaker. We do have some time for a question right now. While I'm going to stay online until Play with Katie gets set up. Anybody has a question for me on any of those topics, you can ask it here, or certainly there's sometimes people that are shy with Periscope because they're brand new. Look, I looked at 30 or 40 Periscope broadcasts before I would ever touch or even share, because I was scared to death. So if you're scared, don't worry about it. Here's the secret. You can email me privately at marvin@marvinleblanc.com, and it'll just be us girls where we can talk about your problem. Some of you, the reason why you email me, especially during the day, not so much now because most people aren't at work, but some of you email me because you're actually watching me while you're supposed to be at work. And that's okay too. You're probably learning more and getting better training from me than your current boss. I'm sorry, that's just the way it is. I mean, I've got 30 years in it, so you might want to take advantage of the resource. So here's the thing I want to tell you. Rosa is in the house. Rosa is someone that she's honored me with allowing me to mentor her. And what Rosa has that I would hope that you would have is that you would have enthusiasm and an attitude that's willing to be coachable. You see, it's very difficult for you to advance if you're not coachable. Uncoachable people have a very limited future, okay? Including me. I coach others, and yet I am constantly getting coached. I do not know everything, and as a matter of fact, I'm always needing to learn more. I'm now being told that Play Katie K is now live. Play with Katie K is now live. So let's all finish up. My name is Marvin LeBlanc. Have a great Wednesday. I wish you peace. I wish you love. And I wish you gumbo. I'm Marvin LeBlanc. Thanks for stopping in with us today. Have a great Wednesday.